There's no way to stop the train in its tracks. No matter how you want, you can't ever go back. I'm just talking, this is not an attack. As we fade to black. Why is it always so complicated? Never sure what you're going for. Maybe just a little clue and we'll be much better off, dear. I take, but I cannot flee the entropy or the feeling that death is stalking me. And around every corner another plea. From the parasites who make me want to flee. Why is it always so complicated? Never sure what you're going for. Maybe just a little clue and we'll be much better off, dear.
Deep in the dark woods of your mind lies a structure that is hard to find, where one can let loose, get in the zone to prepare for a great unknown.
Come play large.
Put the world on pause.
Come play large.
Join the entourage
Come play large.
with that crazy panache.
Come play large.
Hold your applause. The search is over. You're finally in it. Let's sit on the sofa and rap for a minute. We'll push all the limits and make a few pivots. Climb the buffoons and smack a few bigots. Stop for a visit. Here in the skillet, time to feed all the Chris biscuit. Not many like the bitter truths. They're hard to drink than bitters in your juice. Keep on mixing up your Kool-Aid. Nobody else wants a sip of your rage.
Come play large.
Put the world on pause.
Come play large.
Join the entourage
Come play large.
with that crazy panache.
Come play large.
Hold your applause. Creeping through shadows, the vibe so thick. The whispers and echoes, the clock ticks slick. Each corner reflects a haunting sound. In a Come Large, where the North Star found.
Come play large. Come play large.
course, that's what happened. Of course, my camera gets disconnected right in the beginning of the freaking show. What the hell? What the hell happened there? Okay, here. Oh, what's going on, everybody?
Complain Lodge.
Oh, yeah, the Complaint Lodge is open now. Yeah, finally. Frick. Like, seriously, I don't know what the hell happened. It was, it wasn't user error. It never is user error here. Maybe there's too much smoke in the house because of my fire engine. Oh, and it's like, cigarillo. I was gonna grab a cigarillo and smoke it. And of course, I didn't. Like I'm just not used to doing this thing. Maybe it's too much. Maybe way too much. Oh, wait. Oh, there's one from before. Oh. I guess I can have a cigarillo and a beer. A Blue Moon Extra Belgian White. Extra. Hey, this is gonna be a taste test show, not just a complaint. Maybe I can complain about this beer. I mean, 8% Extra Belgian White. Apparently, there's Valencia orange peel inside the can. I mean, okay, take my money, please. I always used to have a Blue Moon. Only once in never mind. Yeah. Oh boy. It's weird too, because it's like I was struggling to figure out what there was to complain about. Whew. Not good. It's not weak. It's tobacco. Okay, not wacky. Regular. It's regular, don't worry. I mean, not like you would worry, but with some of the stuff I want to complain and talk about today, I guess it would work. Because, man, this whole drug thing, it's getting a little out of hand, I think. All kinds of drugs are getting out of hand. People up in all sorts of different ways. That's one of the things I want to talk about. And let's see. How's everyone doing? The one person that keeps coming out. Let's get this one. Hey, look, we got a little thing in the corner. That was the thumbnail, and a logo. The logo, okay? The logo. And, I got some of these here. I know, that doesn't say lodge. I mean, the AI doesn't always know how to spell. Sorry. Complaint, L-O-G-E. Log. I got it back there behind me. Can't find all the letters from my sign thing, so it just says lodge. That's a complaint. I'm too unorganized to get everything squared away. What the hell? But this is awesome. I mean, I really love it. Oh. Can you feel it? Of course, my camera's all wacky. It got all... Yeah. I start the show, and then as the theme song is playing, the computer goes, ding, ding, and the camera shuts off. I'm like, what the? Am I being hacked? Is the hack being hacked? Am I a hack? Oh, man. Oh, there's the end. I knew it was coming soon. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Complaint Lodge. Well, like I said, I've been struggling to figure out why nothing is working. Wait, yes, we're in the complaint lodge. There we go. And no, I've been struggling to figure out what there was for me to complain about. That's a good problem to have, I think. I mean, oh, that's a complaint. I say I mean too much. I watched the last show. My goodness. At least this time I got everything set up. Well, I thought I had everything set up correctly. Of course, the computer and Windows has to screw me. Thanks, Bill Gates. Screwing all of us. And now your biggest invention is screwing us. Well, except for the Red Star tick. That's a complaint. I mean, I can complain about that, right? Is that okay? Will I look like an asshole complaining about that? I want to eat meat. I don't want to be stung and have to be like Brian Johnson. That's one of the things I want to talk about. Brian Johnson. That's right. So, no, not that one. Not that Brian Johnson. You in the complaint line. No, not that one. Get out of here. Get out of here, ACDC Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson. That's who I want to complain about. Wait, not that one. Tell him Steve, Dave. Nothing to complain about there. I mean, I've listened to the show. I've listened to the show, and it's pretty good. Actually, Brian Johnson was recently on a episode of The Creep Off. I'm not trying to give them a plug because there used to be a way better creep show, The Night Creeps. Marching to Rangoon today. Hoorah! What's up, the final boss? Hey, so you're doing your own little show now, huh? Staying away from the drama farming, I hear. Hey, huh? um, I guess I saw a clip or two, but yeah, it's hard. It's hard to stay, but it looks like you did some good numbers. Good for you, man. Good for you. I'm trying to march to Rangoon every day. Not really. I wish I could, but things change. Oh yeah, this Brian Johnson up here. He was on a recent episode of The Creep Off talking about the Dabbleverse, and actually, I thought he was great on there. He made the show watchable. I was like, wow, I could actually listen to this, watch this a little bit because he's here. Because when it's just Vinny and what- Carl, it's terrible. Nerd shit on the show. Nerds shit on your show? Oh man. Oh, the nerds were awesome. Revenge of the Nerds. Are you too young for that? You're never too young for Revenge of the Nerds. Well, then again, that's one of those movies that had like a lot, boobies. What they had a panty raid, and then I guess it's like revenge porn going on there. Like, kind of racy for these days. Vinny ain't funny and has horrible timing. I agree. I agree. He's one of those. He seems talking about nerds. Vinny Paulino seems like a comedy nerd and a podcasting nerd who, like, he thinks he knows what funny is. Like, he knows all the jokes and he knows all the bits, so he thinks he knows what funny is. But just memorizing bits and jokes of other people does not mean that you are a funny person. It just means that you can recall a lot of shit. You can just remember a lot of things, like a lot of nerds, like who learn about geeky stuff. Well, there's a geeks, nerds, dorks. What's the difference? I feel like I'm an actual nerd, but I don't like a lot of geek stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Also, I play your Dario Choirboy chant when I go live myself. No shit. You're killing me here. You're killing me. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. That was fun. That was inspiring. See, that's the kind of stuff, I was doing on the Rangoon. I'm not sure that Jim liked it though, you know? Um, sometimes I take a chance and not everyone but that's entertainment. That's entertainment. Can't believe cigarillos going out. I did better with my fire outside than I am with this cigarillo. Oh, yeah, I did a fire tonight. It's the first one I did in my house. We're in a small town, and I don't think anyone's really gonna as long as I don't set the neighborhood ablaze, I don't think anyone's really gonna complain about it. But we did the s'mores, did the thing. I have some branches that have been drying for, like, some of them for about a year, so it was pretty good. Let's see. We'll keep on. Bits sound. Oh, here we go. Nasty meal. Bits sound rehearsed like he practices in the mirror. Yes, Vinnie Paulino might do that. Wow. I didn't think of it, but yeah, yeah, yeah. It. Hey, if you can practice in the mirror and you can like repeat lines and then make them sound natural, that's fine. But some people can't, and then they get stuck in a cadence and they get stuck in a way of saying things, and it's like, oh. Just like I was in this play, a couple years ago, Biloxi Blues, yes, and there was this older guy who I guess he had starred in a couple of local productions in his area. This was in Plymouth, this production. I mean, we're talking like 8 years ago. This is the last play I was in, and I had a slightly bigger part than him. I had, like, the 3rd or 4th male not lead, but I was one of the soldiers, but I had more lines than the rest of the other soldiers, so anyway, this older guy well, older, now I'm probably about his age now, but every time he, like, memorized the entire script, he knew everyone's lines, and every time he would say his lines, you could tell that he, like, rehearsed enough and he knew exactly how he wanted to do it, and he did it exactly the same every single time, it felt a little contrived most of the time. And I don't know what he thought of me because every time I did my lines in rehearsal, I did them different. Slightly different every single time. A little bit different cadence, a little maybe I would emphasize a different syllable, a different word, things like that, or even just blocking. I would do a different block, but he was like a robot. He came up with what he wanted to do and did it all the time. And yeah, that's like Vinnie Pauli. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Let's see. I miss Morning Rangoons. This is the final boss. Yeah, I miss it too, but life goes on. Why did Jim quit? Uh, did he quit? Who quit? I don't know. Did I quit? Did Charles quit? Charles couldn't do it for a while. He said he was stressed out, which got Jim stressed out because he's like, "What does Charles have to be stressed out about? We're the ones with all kinds of crazy shit going on. We're the ones who should be stressed out." And it's like, well, yeah, because we actually need to do things like this so that we don't like freak out. So yes, we're extra stressed out and have to do this. Oh yeah, I'm gonna open my I already did. I didn't drink it yet though. Look, Blue Moon Extra Bell White. Will I have a complaint about it? An 8% beer with Valencia orange and tequila inside of it. It's a big one, 19.2 fluid ounces. What? Scola! Not bad. I can taste the orange. I don't know if it's artificial flavor. Did Stone quit? Oh yeah, LOL from Nasty Meal. Cool. Did Stone quit? Asked the final boss. Why? Why? Because you're gonna stop using them in your intros, huh? Huh? Um, Stone really wants to always do stuff, but it doesn't always work out for him. He's got a busy life too. That's us old fogies that have kids, and he's got like grandkids. He old. I mean, I'm old enough to be a grandfather too. But hopefully, that doesn't happen for a little while because My oldest son is 12. So, yeah. Okay. Hold off. Hold off for a little while, please. But, now Stone always wants to do stuff. He had said that he was gonna be on the Morning Rangoon a few times. He contacted Jim. Jim didn't ask like, "Hey, do you wanna be on?" He was like, "Hey, yo, man, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna be on there and I'm gonna do it." And he said that for a couple weeks and didn't show up. And then eventually he did that one show. What's weird though is that Stone came on and then the show ended. I'm not saying there's a correlation there, but I'm like, the fuck? Threw stones at the Morning Rangoon and it had holes. No, okay. So Brian Johnson. That was legendary. Well, I mean, and then of course me explaining to Stone that, yeah, they use in this world in the Dabbleverse, they say Newport, but they actually mean the N word. He was like, oh, and then like anything you said to him after that, he just heard the N. And I know I said the N word because I'm uncool and I'm like white, whatever. Um, and yeah, so that's why he was reacting the way he was. Whatever. But Stone's pretty cool. Oh, hey, don't be doing that here. You can put as many comments as you want. Please engage. Yeah, Stone's Al Washington. So Brian Johnson, not that Brian Johnson, but this Brian Johnson is pretty cool. He's a fun guy, funny. He did his thing, and tell him, Steve, Dave, or wait, did you say it or did someone else say it? See, I'm not like well versed in that world. Anyway, not that. Get out of here, that Brian Johnson. This Brian Johnson. That see him? That guy. The guy who's 48, but looks like he's 48. Right? He's been doing the anti-aging thing for a couple years, right? Oh man, he's looking so good for his age. I mean, I'm 46, and I don't do any anti-aging things. And don't I look younger than him? I mean, because this guy was out there doing like a regimen of wake up at 4:30, do UV light, free light, muscle and fat measurements for an hour. He would do that for an hour, and then 1 hour exercise at 5:30, which is a good idea. I mean, I definitely want to start waking up. Well, the Morning Rangoon was my mental exercise, but I have to start actually doing real exercise because now I got this job and it's getting me tired, and I'm like, shit. Now I'm gonna have to work out on top of the job to have extra energy to do all the things I want to do. Anyway, then 5:30, 1 hour exercise, 6:45 breakfast, sauna, red light therapy. Again, the podcast was my red light therapy. Hey, just put down red light. Red light. Then 7 a.m. oxygen therapy, 9 a.m. lunch, 11 a.m. last meal of the day, supplements, and then at 8:30 p.m. he'd sleep. So I guess this was Brian Johnson's 5-hour regimen he would do every single day. We don't need Stone Cell here right now. Every single day. And he was trying to be younger. He even was doing like plasma injections from his son. I don't know if you heard about that. He did them for a little while, but I guess he wasn't getting any benefits from it, so he stopped. Which again, now this dude, he was getting into like vampire shit, I guess. He was trying to be a medical vampire. I mean, I was interested because it's like maybe I could take blood from my kids and I could live longer. Hey, come here. You're gonna feel something for a second. I'm not gonna drink it. I'm just gonna inject it right into my bloodstream. Can you pee for me? Because I got to get a different job. Yeah, I wouldn't make my kids do that. But so Brian does all this stuff, and then did you see what happened to him? It was just a couple days ago. He went out on the Twitter, and apparently he's not doing so well. Come on, see now my mouse is fucking. Everything's just fucking up for me. Everything. Well, wait, I'm offline. No! What? How did that happen? Because I reset. Okay. So bad news number one. This was how many days ago was this? This was like I mean, I'm not gonna read this whole thing. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. June 30th. Oh geez, so it's a few days ago, eh? Yeah. I mean, I saw this happen. I haven't done a show since, but bad news number one. I have an autoimmune disease. My stomach is eating itself. So he's got autoimmune gastritis where his stomach is eating itself. This is the guy, he tried everything to get young, you know, in now he's got this thing that I guess he's had for like 12 years. 12 years he's had this thing that wasn't like wasn't even caught by any of the oh yeah, wait, I gotta get rid of those, don't I? See, I'm practiced on this. For 12 years he's had this, and he was going to the doctor all the time, getting all the tests, all the crazy tests, and they never caught it. Now, my father has an autoimmune disease, and they called it variable autoimmune deficiency syndrome VAIDS. He had VAIDS. VAA. He was a veteran, military. Really, I think it came from all the shots. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm not saying COVID, although I think you can still say that on YouTube, right? Now you can, but being in the military, they make you take all of these shots all the time, especially when you go overseas. And I told him the last time I talked to him, I was like, "Yeah, you think they gave it to you? Like the things that are happening to people with the COVID shots, they're getting autoimmune problems. I got vitiligo at 42 years old, 43, whatever. Usually it pops up when you're 20. I'm spotted. I have an autoimmune skin disease. And, they say it's from stress. Oh, if you get a lot of stress, and I was depressed about my mom dying, and I was stressed out about a lot of things. But then I realized, oh shit, I got the shots. And other people got myocarditis or like crazy shit with their lungs or those weird blood clot things. It stopped at my skin. But that is an autoimmune disease, they say. Look, and you know what sucks? I used to get a really good tan. I still get a good tan in the spots that tan. But now, and you might even be able to, no, maybe not. I don't know. Can you see this? I now get like blisters in the white spots. Right there, you can see it. See that? The white spots blister now. I used to get a beautiful tan. I'd get sunburned and then take a shower, and it was golden brown. Every year, every single year. I mean, I didn't ever really use a lot of suntan lotion, which apparently is good because it's all full of chemicals and has been killing people. See, I mean, no matter what you try to do to help yourself, you can still end up with VAIDS. Right? This autoimmune disease is killing him, eating his stomach. I'm going to try to solve it. We'll share all. As a kid, I ate sugary cereal, drank sugary soda, and gobbled down fast food. I had a few healthy years in my early 20s, but then became a young father of 3 and began building a business. Blah, blah, blah. I fucked myself up. That's what he's saying. He fucked himself up by eating like shit for a very long time. And I guess that's what happens. That's what happens when you don't take care of yourself. And, now, again, this is the complaint lodge. Do I have a complaint that Brian Johnson was doing this? Not really. Because, hey, if he figured something out and he could reverse age by exercising, taking supplements, and a couple of things, cool. Like, he was our guinea pig. This was the guy who was doing it. He had the money to try it. He was doing it. He wasn't trying to like eat babies and change his child into a different gender and whatever and do the bidding of demons or whatever the hell is going on or reach into another dimension. Oh, other dimensions. Put a pin in that because I'm going to talk about that next. But he was trying to do it medically in a scientific way. Now, my complaint comes from the people who feel like they're, let's look at this. Now I'm going to search. I'm just going to do this live here. We're going to say Brian Johnson. Enter. This. Let's go latest, not top. Let's go latest. Like 1 minute ago, I take back every single bad thing and joke I ever made about him. He's doing the Lord's work actually, and I was blind to the necessity of it all. Godspeed, Brian Johnson. Godspeed. See? So, now, this is a person who was like dunking on Brian Johnson probably a week ago. Oh, ha ha! You tried to cheat nature and death. Ah, screw you. See, you can't do that. Ah, like it's a good thing that he's got this problem. Like you're so happy that it's not working for him. You were rich and you tried to do good things medically. Oh, screw you. You're a piece of trash. He could have done a whole lot worse things with his money, like tried to get Lone Star ticks to everybody to become vegans. I mean, he was a vegetarian, I believe, and he was trying to do it. So, hey, maybe eating meat's a bad thing. I don't know. Some people are like, yeah, you didn't eat meat. Now your stomach's eating itself because it's so hungry. Huh. I mean, let's see. What else? But that's it. There's a lot of people who, if I had seen, so now that I'm doing latest in a week, people are finally starting to realize, like, oh, yeah, well, maybe if he had found the cure for something or figured some stuff out, it could have benefited me too. Huh. But when he was doing it, when he was doing this anti-aging reversing thing, all I heard from a lot of people was, oh, who does he think he is? Piece of shit. I hope something bad happens to him. I hope it doesn't work. I hope. Really? You're not interested in that? Am I a nerd because I'm interested in someone trying to get younger and trying to do it medically and maybe coming up with a solution to this thing called life and death that we're like kind of scared of, I, maybe at first I was also, it didn't take me long. I will admit, at first I was also like, what a dick. But I was also in a different state of mind. I was also on a lot of drugs. Well, on a lot of weed, on a lot of one drug. So maybe in my altered state, maybe all these other people are in altered states. I mean, I'm drinking now. I had a vodka drink earlier. What? Yeah, just one. Now I'm having this, which it was hours ago. So, I mean, I do have to work in the morning, but it's not 8% alcohol. It's actually pretty good. I will say, good job, Blue Moon. Good job. But that's the problem I have is when people try to do actual good things, everyone wants to shit on them. I know what it's like. People were shitting on the Morning Rangoon, and apparently some people liked it, right? I don't know if anyone else is here right now, but because I'm not talking about the Rangoon, but whatever. I'm talking about things that maybe they're not interested in. You're not nerdy enough for this, A. But yeah, man, why are people like this? Where they have to see something that someone's trying to do that they consider good, and then shit all over them. Maybe you can say I'm like that with Bill Gates, where he's trying to, apparently he wants people to not eat meat so that we can get rid of cows because cow flatulence is causing so much global warming. So why don't we figure out how to? And then why don't we figure out how to cool the planet? And now Bill Gates wants to put what, a giant sunshade, just like who did that? Seymour Burns in The Simpsons. He wants to block out the sun to try to chill the world a little bit. Just be a little cooler, dude. But it would be nice if you could stop doing the drugs, stop doing the drinking, take a few supplements, exercise right, eat right, drink a lot of water, and live longer. I've found that is that if I slow down on some of the crazy things that I'm eating and drinking, um, I do feel better, and that's not a big uh reveal or anything. Hey, oh, you're hydrated and you're eating more fruits and vegetables and getting more fiber in your diet and you feel better? Wow. Well, it's amazing. Oh, the things that the doctor told you to do are actually working? What? Wow. Wow. How does that work? What? You're not saying doctors are good for everything, you know, and that they're infallible, but oh, oh, and, um, and that I'm not saying every medication is good, not every drug is good. It's the ones the drugs that they prescribe. But then again, you can get a card for a doctor to prescribe you weed as long as you pay them some money. But then again, all the other drugs too, you got to pay some money. And then when they get enough people on certain drugs, they get a bonus. What a racket. If I knew when I was younger that being a doctor was really being a drug dealer, I may have actually gone and become one. Right? Oh, legal drug dealer? Huh. Wow. Drug prescriber? Is the pharmacy the drug dealer? They're the supplier. And then, wait, the doctor is the one who says you can have it and hooks you up. It's like the person you call, the dude that knows everyone else, that knows where to get the drugs, right? And you got to talk to him first to really find exactly what you need. And since we're talking about drugs, let's go to this. So the other day, I don't know if you heard about this. This is July 8th. Well, I mean, yesterday. Let's see. Some of these are from a little while ago. July 7th. Okay, so around the 6th, I would say. Was it on Wednesday? Was it yesterday? I don't even know. The 9th, maybe Tuesday this happened. So I'd seen, it came up in my feed, that looks maxer and influencer Connor Murphy has died in a lake in Thailand. And so I said to my kid, because I thought I'd look cool, maybe he knows who this guy is. I was like, "Did you see that Connor Murphy died?" And he's like, "Huh? What? No, what?" No, I don't know if he actually knew who he was either. I think he looked him up really quick, was like, "Oh, yeah, I see he died. Whoa, whoa, man, whoa. Am I blasting this out? Hey, um, oh man, yeah, I saw that, Dad. Whoa, that's weird, huh? Yeah, he also plays hockey for this team." And I was like, "Is that the same guy?" I don't even know if it's the same guy, but this guy Connor Murphy, pretty much one-shotted, it looks like. And what is that, you say? Some of you old people. What is being one-shotted? Well, it's when you do too many of the psychedelic drugs, or I guess any drug, and you kind of your whole personality changes. Everything changes. You become stupid, even more stupid than you were. Now, let's look at this. Let's look at this crazy kid. mean, I'm not even. I think it was like 30 something. Oh man, I'm seeing this here. I don't. Can I even put? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do it. There he is. There's his body coming out of the lake. You don't, you know, man. It's like here's a guy who was like super fit, trying to have a great old time, and look at his jawline. He's got this. He had like this amazing jawline. He was chewing a lot of gum to get it. It wasn't fake. Oh my god! Wow. I mean, um, here's him and his other buddy that are like look subhuman. That's what the thing. Of course, you're gonna spin on me, bastard. Now, oh, here's the one. Here's the one I wanted.
Holy fuck.
So Connor Murphy had claimed that he'd been reborn after taking.
Wait, they have that at Coastline Road. I don't know if they have.
Yeah, but
This feels fucking incredible, dude. Like, I've been experiencing this the past week. Like this feeling that we're experiencing of
After
just
taking
pure.
ayahuasca.
You get to be yourself. It's the weirdest feeling. Because you realize that in the universe, I'm on this prophecy, bro. I'm on this prophecy.
Ooh.
Okay?
Done a prophecy.
It started a week ago when I was
Bro.
reborn from this ayahuasca trip. So I was reborn on this. I have a friend that actually did ayahuasca, so I have
He was reborn.
a lot of experience, guys. So I was reborn from this ayahuasca trip, right? I felt like I was a baby. Like as in I was in this Connor body, but I had zero thought. I had zero concept.
I mean, I don't want to make fun of the dead. I really don't. But I had zero thought. Was that the first time you had zero thought, Connor? But
of the world, and it felt incredible. This amazing sense of wonder. And so all of a sudden the thoughts kind of, the ego started forming, and I lost it. But then I learned how to gain it back. This
I learned how to gain my ego back. Isn't the whole point to lose it? You lost it, and then you learn how to get it back. That doesn't sound very enlightened to me. It's not. It's like the opposite. Anyway.
shit is inside of us, and it's this energy, it's this God energy inside all of us. And so when you put yourself with someone with this God energy, you feed off of it. When you put yourself in a more accepting environment, your house is so much more accepting than your fucking college, right?
Now, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure when this video was done. Can I find this out? There's you can tap it. When was the original video of this? I don't know. When did they start doing ayahuasca? Does anyone know? Is anyone watching that knows this? Because it's like all right, so people are adults. They can do what they want. But a guy like this doesn't seem like he would be talking like that before the ayahuasca at all. Looks maxing, jawline, the buff thing. And then he does these drugs, DMT, ayahuasca, and ends up like this, like saying things like this and ego death and who knows how much of this he heard from podcasts, from Joe Rogan, or people like that. Because he seems like if he's like all buff, maybe he liked UFC, maybe he heard some Joe Rogan, or maybe someone he knew heard about it. And like, how did he find out about ayahuasca? Like what I'm trying to say, I guess, like there are people who can't drink alcohol because they have a certain gene, they become alcoholic, they just drink and drink and drink and drink, and they can't stop, and they turn into a mess. And there are some people who are not prepared to take psychedelics and might not ever be prepared to. And really, psychedelics is the thing you have to kind of build up to, I feel like. Now, myself, I did is that Marco Rubio? No, no, no. It's what's his name? Connor Murphy, an influencer guy who recently died, who basically did ayahuasca and DMT and got one-shotted and started being nuts. Went crazy. Listen,
And you feel yourself becoming more of yourself. You feel yourself becoming more comfortable. Homie, your old YouTube videos, you weren't comfortable at all. You were suffering. That uncomfortableness is pure suffering, and we don't recognize it. Now, we actually get to be ourselves. There's nothing, literally nothing we can't do. Think about it, bro. If this feeling, like this was me for a while, it was and all of a sudden it was like and all of a sudden it started getting exponential. If here's death, right? It's exponential. This stuff, you can use tools such as meditation and stop thinking and stop having this insight, and you can get back down to earth.
And time stops.
time stops.
Time freezes. The quantum field is infinite, endless, and you can tap into it at any moment.
You know, like once you start doing drugs and you can't make complete sentences anymore. Did he have any friends or any family that was seeing what was happening to him? This is what I want to know. Like, and here's the same guy, like probably months before. Hello. Doing the, oh yeah, look at me. Yeah, does this look like a guy who's supposed to be doing DMT and ayahuasca? I mean, he looks insane right there, doesn't he? He looks crazy. He looks crazy as hell. He looks like he should be auditioning for Superman. Right? There are certain people who should not be doing psychedelics. They just shouldn't be.
I'm just trying to remind myself, I'm really high. Oh, it's getting weird. Oh. I feel like I'm dying every second. Hold up! So I'm just making this video so I can watch it and remind myself. Fuck. Pinch myself. Am I dreaming? Is it real? Okay. Just filming this for me. Okay. It's the camera roll. Don't post this one. Okay. Reminder. Connor, reminder. Don't post this one.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one before. What's going on? Wait. Yeah, man. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. Oh yeah. I did watch this.
Certain psychedelics have much less of an impact. I took a very large. Certain psychedelics had much less of an impact. I took a very large amount of psilocybin. A dose of psilocybin that previously would have made me, how do I put this eloquently?
Okay, so he wasn't
Trip balls.
He wasn't just doing ayahuasca. He was doing a lot of shrooms as well. Which I've done shrooms. I've done acid. Never done DMT. Honestly, I heard some guy talk about it one time, and he gave me this long explanation of all the shit that happened to me, and it seemed contrived, but it probably wasn't. And I was like, dude, I'm already nuts. I'm already crazy enough. I don't think I need to go that far into it. Like and this was like 20 years ago, probably 15, maybe 15 years ago. Yeah. Because I wasn't. Yeah, I'm thinking about the studio, who owned it at the time, because this guy worked there. It was other owners before the old owner got ousted. Okay, yeah. So it was probably, I would say, around 2010, 11. That's when I had that band. Yeah. Yeah. So about 15 years ago, one guy, a buddy of mine called him Weird Beard. So we'll just call him Weird Beard for now. Really went into this long explanation of all the things that he saw and all the places he went when he did DMT. And it was, like I said, it sounded contrived. But now that I'm seeing these other people who have done ayahuasca, done DMT, it probably was. And when I would do psychedelics, funny little things would happen. Things would wiggle, or I would think that something was happening, and then I'd realize, I'd pop out of it for a second and go, "Oh, it's just a shadow on the floor, and it moved a little bit because the sun moved because I was staring at it for 20 minutes straight." That's hilarious. Oh wow, these little splatters of glow in the dark paint on the ceiling, they look like they're little clouds that are spinning in on themselves. But it's just my fuzzy eyes, because I haven't changed my contacts in a while, and we're smoking loads of weed and cigarettes right now. So yeah, that's it's just like a weird static thing going on. But if I had done ayahuasca and DMT back then, who knows how nuts I would have been. Because they do say that it can help with trauma. It can help with uh severe trauma. Oh, hey Crumb Bum, what's up, buddy? I ate mushrooms today. Well, but here's the thing. Yes, you ate some mushrooms today. Did you do it for 30 days straight? Stonewall. God damn you! The final boss! Motherfucker. Um, but yes, Crumb Bum, you can do mushrooms. I could do some mushrooms tomorrow and probably be fine, right? He's saying that see, here's the problem, is when you have so much money that you can just do loads and loads and loads of mushrooms, and you don't have a lot of I'm staring at my phone. Oh, I have no internal storage. Oh no. What's happening? Why is my phone talking? See, I'm tripping. My phone's making me trip right now. Oh, I hate that. Sometimes when I share something on my phone, like it just shared that I was going live. I said I'll go live in a few minutes. This was like an hour ago. And because I was on YouTube on my phone and didn't like stay on X, it didn't send all the way through. And I got to clear my phone off. The fucking too much shit on it. But anyway, does this guy look like he should be doing shroom? This looks maxer guy, which actually he looks like his jawline started like really taking a hit, doesn't it? He doesn't look as I guess it's still there a little bit. It's still there, but what do his pecs look like right now? Huh? Huh? You want to, huh? Hmm? Stoneth David. God damn it! So, all right. If you have too much money and you just start doing psychedelics when you're older and you haven't mentally prepared for it, or you don't have the IQ to be doing it, it's going to fuck you up. It's like anything. Like, you can't just start, if you've never drank alcohol in your entire life, and you just start drinking a whole bottle of Goldschlager every day or whatever. Hey, I'm gonna buy a whiskey and I'm gonna take 5 shots every morning, every day, the rest of my life. You know, I'm gonna start drinking when I'm older. I've never done it before. You're gonna get mad fucked up, and you're gonna be a different person than you were. You're not gonna be prepared for it. And I think that that's what happened to this guy, right? Well, listen. Wait, what?
Go to other dimensions, right? And it really didn't do much at all. It sent me into a very, very mild psychedelic trip. And this made me wonder. And since then, I've done varying doses of ayahuasca. I've actually done videos on this. And ayahuasca started having less of an effect on me too. Gradually, the effects of these psychedelics kind of tapered off, and now, nothing. So I would definitely go check out those videos if you want to learn more about that. But the theory is that my pineal gland is producing so much DMT naturally, and essentially I'm at this higher state of consciousness to where psychedelics simply don't have an impact on me, at least certain ones, like psilocybin and ayahuasca. Life is dramatically different, but oh, so much better. I've had so many profound shifts in my perspective of reality. It's been extremely liberating. You are not your mind and body. You are the entire universe, right? And when you realize this, it's very, very freeing.
You know what I mean? This guy never thought these things. Hasn't probably read any philosophy books or been into this sort of thing for years. It just sort of happened, and he probably watched a few YouTube videos and was like, "Hey," and he said he was doing varying dosages of ayahuasca. So he was just dosing himself with it. Now, I've heard about the retreats, right? When Joe Rogan first started talking about ayahuasca, I was like, wow, hey, maybe if I get some money, I'll go to Brazil. I'll go out in the jungle. I'll, take a little dose and then talk to the tribal elder and see, and he'll see me and he'll go, "Ooh, you could use a little more." You always think like, I'll be that guy. I'll be the one. I'll be the one in the group who can take the most and handle it. That'll be me, right? We all have that thought, and then puke for 4 days and writhe around in my own shit and piss and puke, and then see the serpent come out of me, the black little serpent, and it's like my ego that's like been controlling me, and then it dies, and then I die spiritually, and then all of a sudden I'm reborn, and then I see things differently, and nothing bothers me anymore, and now yeah, I've seen those videos, yeah, and when I see them, I don't go, "Ooh, I'm going to do that. I really want to do that." I mean, part of me does. Just like when I first did acid, the first time had a great time. I mean, I never really had a very bad trip. Okay, I didn't do it a whole lot either, but and I mean, shrooms I probably did like 12 times, maybe. Acid I probably did maybe 15 times, maybe. Right? But when I heard about ayahuasca when I first did acid the first time I went in the middle of tripping, I went, "Oh my God. Why don't we do this every day? Why shouldn't we be doing this every day?" And if I had gone with my dreams, right? My dream was to be an actor when I was younger. I was gonna go to NYU possibly, go into the theater program. My parents probably wouldn't have been too happy about it, but if I had gone to college, they would have probably dealt with it. Well, it may have that be your minor, or be like engineering major and then do a minor in that or whatever. And let's say things had worked out for me a little bit and I got a little bit of money under my belt. I was already taking psychedelics. I was already on that path. And if I was in New York, I would have found a guy like Stevie Lou who could get me all the drugs I wanted, and I would be so fucked up right now. I would be mush. Now, here's Connor talking about how, like, oh, yeah, my pineal, pineal, I don't know, however you say it. It's creating so much DMT now that I'm in a higher state of consciousness, and because I've unlocked it because I did so many shrooms and so much DMT that it changed the chemicals in my brain. Dude, it burned out your nerves. It burned his brain out. I mean, dude, he's dead now, but hey, I'm talking to your spirit or whatever. Talking to everyone else. It burned his brain out because I don't think that this guy had much of a brain to begin with. Sorry, buddy. But you weren't the person that was supposed to start doing this. Again, they say that it can help major trauma. It can help, when people have major depression and things like that. Doing these sorts of drugs can give you a different perspective and open up certain things that you weren't thinking about and maybe shift you a little bit and put you in a better state of mind, so on and so forth. Okay, I see that, but that's probably also guided. It's one of the retreats where there are tribal elders that have been doing this for their entire lives. There's a medicine man who like gives you a little bit and sees how you react and then gives you a little bit more. And then, oh no, that was too much for him. Okay, stop. All right, only keep him on the low dose, or, hey, you need a little more because it's not affecting you. Here you go, so on and so forth. It's guided. This guy, he's like, he's saying, I was dosing myself. And I was doing all these various levels of it. And then I was going online and I was doing lives. I'm thinking about it. I'm glad they didn't have shit like this when I was first starting to do psychedelics. Because yeah, I don't want that out there. I don't want all the craziness that I was going through out there. Hold on. I got to turn. Oh, much better. Oh, yeah, the fan. Oh, geez, it's so hot down here. I need to put an AC. Can I put an AC in the basement? Probably not. That sucks. Anyway, so let's continue with Psycho Killer.
So I believe I'm actually relatively close to where I was. A lot of people will probably disagree, but I mean, I don't really care. I work out now to stay healthy, right? But I am no longer identified with my physique, and that's something that the 40-day fast helped with as well, because it's pretty mandatory. I mean, I became a skeleton, so unless I wanted to really, really mentally suffer, I had to give up the attachment to my body, which has been a profound experience. Building a great physique, finding girls, getting money, getting success, none of it's going to make you happy. Okay? It's all fleeting. What really makes you happy is understanding you. But not
Doing
who you are.
drugs.
Understanding you on the existential level. You beyond the mind and body. You that is the infinite intelligence that allows all of reality to manifest. The you that is God. There is a you out there that is beyond the mind and body that is infinite. And I like to call that you God. But I understand that's a dangerous term. That's what's going to make you happy. Enlightenment. Understanding your true nature. Understanding reality. My life now is literally infinitely better.
Is it now? Like, we are God. Well, he is with God now. I guess, you know, if that's the point, if that's the trajectory that he was looking for, I guess he got there. That's not a joke. I mean, that fact, reality, that he did these drugs and went. And the stuff he's saying, some of it, yeah. Oh, looking fly and making money and meeting girls. That's not going to make you happy. It's about enlightenment. But chemical enlightenment actually enlightenment? It's one tool in the toolbox, but it's not necessarily the only thing. And again, I don't know if I didn't hear him say, I read Carl Jung. I'm into Joseph Campbell. I've read some Socrates or Immanuel Kant or anything. Now, my enlightenment journey has been more of an intellectual, mental, and maybe that's why when I start doing the psychedelic, afterwards I have a reflective period, right? And I go, oh yeah, I was just fucked up. I felt like I was in a different dimension, or I felt like I knew everything at that moment, but I couldn't actually express it. But I could see atoms. I could see the flow of energy between everything and everyone. But I don't know how. I don't know why. Oh wait, I was fucked up. Because every time I would do heavy psychedelics, I just got a piece of freaking tobacco in me. God damn it. Is that going to turn into something bad? I'm not inhaling. I'm not. I can't inhale like a cigarillo cigar. I'm gonna puke. Like you were at an ayahuasca retreat. I always knew in the middle of getting fucked up that I was fucked up because that's how I didn't have bad trips. I would you start feeling anxious, you start feeling weird, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm fucked up. Like every single time, I would always try to hold on to that one fact. Hold on to it. Remember, you took a drug and you're fucked up. But obviously, Connor didn't know that. See again, here I go. Into my account settings. Oops, I shouldn't have hit the back button. Geez, this is my other bookmarks. Oh boy. But so now I want to so what's the complaint? Really, my complaint is that the only reason why this happened to this guy is because he had heard. Oh, look at all these Brian Johnson sunflower. Ooh. Um. I thought it was, maybe on the computer here. It doesn't have the same search that I was doing on my phone. I see. Joe Rogan. Hogan? Joe Rogan. Ayahuasca. He's the guy that really has it's funny because now it's not it's just giving me Joe Rogan videos or posts, but it's not actually showing me ones with ayahuasca in there. Do I have oh really? Huasta. Yeah, because there's a C in it. There we go. Search for that. Yeah, stupid computer. You don't know what I'm talking about? Joe Rogan has always been a stupid peddling the spirit molecule, ayahuasca, DMT horse shit for over 16 years. Look at David Choi and tell me there weren't hundreds of people who got cooked as well by Bropa. Yes. This is my complaint. letting everyone know about this means that there are going to be people who get cooked, whose brains get destroyed because they can't handle it. They can't handle the truth. They can't handle being that fucked up, getting into this sort of thing. And not everyone can. And yes, it can help some people's trauma. It can help some people's depression. It's a medication for some. Just like, who knows? Maybe if I did something like Adderall, it would calm me down and I wouldn't be as crazy. I really don't think I need it. But there are times where I feel really fed up and it's like, okay, maybe I have a little bit of a slight bit of ADHD or a slight bit of something, a slight bit of whatever. But it's not enough. Well, because of my high intelligence, it wasn't enough to set off any red flags anywhere. Because I did so great at school. I mean, I really did. I was great. But then you just read shit and you repeat it back. I mean, I liked acting and I can learn lyrics. I can just learn information and just spit it back at you. I mean, it's really, that's not thinking. And I actually knew that. I actually figured that out pretty early in life. I was like, oh yeah, that's not thinking. Get out of here. I'm going to go read some crazy ass shit that's going to make my brain hurt. I've read books where I read like 3 paragraphs and I have to put it down. Or like 3 pages. And I'm like, okay. Wow. I need to think about that for a while because that fucking blew my mind. You've ever done that? Now, I can do that with a book. I don't need a DMT and ayahuasca to do that to me. So that's the thing. It's like do people in entertainment and podcasting have a responsibility to maybe not just tell everyone that doing all these drugs is really cool and you should do it because it's going to get you enlightened, and then you have all the extreme bros and influence maxers and all these crazy people trying all these crazy drugs so that they completely destroy their brains, what little brains they have. It's kind of like the theory I have with weed where it will increase or it will decrease your IQ. Now, some people that doesn't matter. For me personally, it was good because it brought down my IQ a little bit so that I could talk to normal people and talk about normal things and not just always be like up there. But people with an already 90 IQ then smoke weed and have an 80 IQ. Or maybe it's exponential. Maybe it takes 10% away or it takes 15% away or whatever. So if you're riding around at a 130 and it takes away, I don't know, 13, 15, you're still doing all right. If you're at 160 and it takes away what? 18 or 20, you're still doing amazing. But if you're riding around at 95 and it takes 9.5 from you, you've smoked yourself retarded. Can I say that? Like literally, let's get retarded. Ha. Oh, hey, is it too much? Is it too loud? How about now? See, I was wondering earlier. No one really said anything, but sorry. Hi, Olive Moniker. I wish someone was here to complain about the audio. Well, you did. Thank you. I would, now I'm gonna have to re-listen to this and scrap the whole thing because now it's gonna be shit, right? Fuck. I had some good points too. I'm gonna have to redo the whole show. All right, hold on. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna get out of here for a minute. Okay. We're gonna start over. We're gonna start the whole thing. All right. Well, now I got to do this. Now I got to do that. Now I got.
Deep in the dark woods of your mind lies a structure that is hard to find, where one can let loose, get in the zone, to prepare for a great unknown.
Complain Lodge,
Put the world on pause,
Complain Lodge,
join the entourage,
Complain Lodge,
with that crazy panache.
Complain Lodge.
Hold your applause. The search is over. You're finally in it. Let's sit on the sofa and rap for a minute. We'll push all the limits and make a few pivots. Climb the buffoons and smack a few bigots. Stop for a visit. Here in the skillet, time to feed all the criz. Biscuit. Not many like the bitter truths. They're hard to drink than bitters in your juice. Keep on mixing up your Kool-Aid. Nobody else wants a sip of your rage.
Complain Lodge,
Put the world on pause.
Complain Lodge,
Join the entourage.
Complain Lodge,
With that crazy panache.
Complain Lodge,
Hold your applause. Creeping through shadows, the vibe so thick. The whispers and echoes, the clock ticks slick. Each corner reflects a haunting sound. In a Complain Lodge, where the lost are found.
Complain Lodge, Complain Lodge, Complain Lodge, Complain Lodge. Complain Lodge.
What the? What? Oh, hey. Here we are in the Complain Lodge, everyone. How you doing? How's the audio? Huh? Maybe I should ask that first. Still too crazy? Still too loud? Huh? Huh? Oh, feel it. I'm almost done with my drink. Well, you know what? It's still a lot there. It's pretty cool. Those assholes from before didn't tell me about the audio. Or maybe they couldn't tell because they were so messed up. I mean, Bum Bum said that he just did shrooms, so he's all burnt out, in the brain. Just like Connor. I gotta change the battery. Probably gonna be it. Nice to see you, Olive, Moniker. Sorry, we're not doing the Morning Rangoon anymore, but whatever. That's how we started the show. People were asking about the Morning Rangoon. There's got to come here and ask me about the Morning Rangoon. How's the Morning Rangoon? Huh? Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't play the video that I played at the beginning of the show, huh? Maybe we'll play it differently. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Because I do have a complaint about myself. Not just that sometimes the audio stuff. I should have checked that on YouTube. I could probably check it earlier. Of course, I've been messing around with the settings on this thing recently, and I didn't, hey, hold on. Can I do it like this? And then, the computer was, all fucking up earlier. It was just, oh, yeah, hey, wait. Oh, yeah, that doesn't sound bad right now. Hey, thanks. Thanks, Olive. You're not the pits. Like an Olive. I had some olives in a salad the other day. I usually don't eat them, but when I have it in like one of those garden salads that you buy from the store, I will eat them because, a little blue cheese dressing will make it taste pretty good. And sometimes on a pizza. But sometimes when you order olives on a pizza, they put a lot. And that's not fun. I know. Doesn't this make you want to dance? It just makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you did some drugs in a Brazilian forest. I guess. Oh, sorry about that. I mean, there's still a minute left of this. You know how many credits it took me on Udio to make this? And then they give you 2 versions, and then you gotta listen to both and be like, which one do I want to keep? Which one do I want to extend? Which one is good? I feel like I just made a good decision on this one. Get the complaints on. Get the complaint out. Oh, I could be rapping over this. Got some complaints about the drugs. And Brian Johnson. Not the one from Double Steve Dave, not the one that sings it down. But the one that says he's 48 and he looks 52. No, he... Your reverse agent didn't really work. It didn't work. It didn't work. Oh, see, that's I'd like to complain about my most recent clip. I didn't properly align Speed Shark over Regular Shark. I couldn't see it on my phone when I was editing it. Oh, you know what? Oh, one thing on my phone when I'm editing certain things, if you're wearing like Bluetooth headphones and there's a slight delay in hearing things, and then like your music and your sound effects are slightly off. It's like you gotta take an actual plug-in headphones to like listen to it, right? And has that ever happened to you? Just slightly, especially when you're trying to do dialogue, and then things don't line up correctly. Oh, dude, that pisses me off so much. Kind of reminds me, like, when you're doing certain like music videos. Where is it? You know what though? I'm gonna miniaturize myself here. One complaint I have about myself recently is that I haven't been as creative. Yeah, all that shit. Yeah, when just the editing problems, or like your phone is too full of got too much memory on your phone, and then you're trying to run shit. Or you're trying to maybe you're trying to see like an animation. You're trying to put words into your video, and you're trying to use the animated words option on your thing, but now you're not seeing the little preview of the animation because there's not enough memory in your phone for it to show you, and you're just like, what? I know this one is. Wait, if I go 4 over, it's this one, and then you actually have to click it and then put it in and then watch it to see what it is instead of just seeing the little preview. You're like, damn it, which one is it? It's which one do I want? It's I can't find the one that I want. But I feel like this particular one here. Yes, right? Editor problems, bro. Editing problems. They happen to that's when. But that's some people don't ever use their phones to edit either. They use a computer, which you don't have those problems usually because you're either listening to your speakers in your computer or you've got regular headphones plugged in, and it's fine. But that Bluetooth the memory problems, that doesn't happen on the computers as much, right? Because you usually don't fill up your memory to where it's every time you pick up your phone, it's got that little file thing in the corner. you are running out of memory. Some of your applications may run not as smooth. You're like, damn it. I gotta hook this up to the computer and get my hard drive out and like really like search through the things that I don't need right now. But I have this screen recording in there and I was gonna make something out of that. And then, but the screen recording is really big. So wait, I'll transfer that one, and then it'll be in my computer. But I better name it this because then I'm gonna lose it because if I don't name it the right thing, and then I'm gonna like, but then I'm not. Once it goes to my computer, I'm probably not even gonna fucking work on it anyway. So I gotta keep it all on the phone. I gotta keep it there. I gotta keep it accessible for every moment that I'm on my phone because I'm always there. If I don't have my computer set up all the time, I have my phone with me all the time. I don't have my computer with me all the time. I want to work on it when I'm driving or when I'm like waiting for something, or I'm somewhere else. I want to work on it right now. Right? Yes. Yes. I get it. On the fly editing, you're just like, and see, but other people, they play, I don't play a lot of video games. My video games are creating things or like editing things. It's like, ooh, I have a moment. I have a lull at work. Oh, what was that? Oh my God. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh my God. There's like this. What am I doing? Oh my God. What? Yeah, I did a thing. I put another element in there. Yes. Oh, wait. I can only put 5 of those types of elements. Oh, now I got to. Oh, the editor that I use. I mean, I like it because it works well, but it's like I gotta make certain scenes sometimes a certain way and then import it instead of making like one long project. If I try to make one long project and I try to import too many things into the put on top, it's all fucking you know. But this one here, I did an AI song here and then I put some AI images to it. Now this particular one was made for a man child named Chad Zuma. He's in the Dabbleverse. He's a comedian. He's a former. He used to do acting too, I guess. He used to be He used to do skits and sketches, and he was like, "Oh, this isn't going anywhere. I guess I'll try comedy." So is he really a comedian? I mean, I wanted to try comedy as young. Actually, there is a video of me somewhere. Maybe my dad's probably got it, where I was in one of my first talent shows. I did a comedy set. Of course, I ripped a bunch of jokes from like a kid's joke book because I was a kid. What am I gonna do? You know. But I love comedy that much. Like literally, before I ever did music, I did a comedy set at a you know talent show. That shows you I was like 11 and I did a comedy set. So boom, boom. And I had some good stage presence. I didn't give a shit. I was like, meh, 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 meh. Anyway, bro, you speak my thoughts. Did I even bring this one up? I didn't. I don't think I did, but I'm gonna show it. Bro, you speak my thoughts. I know. I speak. And that's the thing. I can speak everyone's thoughts. That's the. Sometimes the wife is like, "Oh, you're such a narcissist, and you're this and that." It's like, no. Do you understand? You ever heard of a dark empath? That's me. I'm such an empath that I like literally will feel other people's shit. So when I was younger, I realized that and I was like, oh, I gotta like block it out. Because if I don't, I'm like literally living other people's trauma. Once they tell it to me, I'm like literally living it. So I have to put a separation there. But then I'm a dark empath because, if I wanted to, I can literally look at you, look at you like say 5 words, and I'm like, oh shit, I know what you're thinking. I know how you're. Oh man, and I could like, I could needle you. I could destroy you. But I got it. Can't be like that all the time. And so either I'm like all the time, or I'm like, hey, wait, hey, did I show you? I'm spotted. That's not like Irish spotted. That's vitiligo from taking the shots years ago. Yeah. I didn't get my card, my I didn't get myocarditis. It stopped at the skin. Trauma is only skin deep. Anyway, I'm gonna play this video, and I'm gonna maybe I'll stick to it. I don't know if I remember all the words because this was made a while ago for Chad Zumach, and I contacted him and said, "Hey, man, I made this AI song, and I'm gonna give it to you, and I'm gonna make a video for it, okay?" But then I started working on the video, and I was like, "Dude, this is fucking good. This is really good." I think that Carl Jung. Oh, see, I was talking about Carl Jung earlier. Yo, man. Yo. Shit. What the fuck? God, God damn it. I'm an ENTP, by the way. I mean, I don't know if you know what that means, but INFJ and blah blah blah. I'm an ENTP, which is the should we look this up? What the? Maybe I could just do it right here on the ENTP. Is it gonna pop up on the X? Oh no, probably not. ENTP Jung. That's how you get it. Jung. I know I could do it. This guy, Agent 47, says the Soviets expanded the psychological tapes of Carl Jung, ENFP, ENTP, etc. into intertype related. Oh, yeah. Anyway, you know what? I'm see now I'm going all audio keeps cutting out because I'm getting loud. I'm getting super loud. I get excited. It's like you're reading my mind. Oh, geez. Yeah. Well, I said that. I said, see, I can read minds from like afar, even through a camera, through the. Anyway, I'm gonna play this video for a second because I also need to get I probably should get a water, but hold on. Let me get rid of the. We'll clear the deck for this. So yeah, I made this for Chad Zumach, the sort of comedian. And I said to him, "Hey, I'm going to make this thing." And then I started working on it harder and harder, and it started coming out really well. And this is right before, like, you could do a lot of video with the AI. This was, like, when we were doing just photos with the AI and music with the AI. And then I contacted him and said, "Hey, man, it's coming out really well, and I kind of don't want to just give it to you, but if you want it, I'll charge you." And he was like, and I was like, "And I'm really sorry that I'm doing this to you. I didn't mean to, but like, I'm spending a lot of time on it now because I really want it to be good. Like when I make a thing, I don't want it to be shitty. I want it to be good. You know what I mean? So I'm spending a lot of time editing, spending a lot of like credits, getting the certain pictures and like making it and like really sitting on like I'm spending a lot of time on this. So, I'm gonna charge you $50 for it if you want it." I sent him like a sample and he was like, "Dude," and then he like scolded me on his show, but he didn't really say my name, but he was like, "Hey, it's unprofessional to do that sort of thing, to say you're just gonna give something to someone and then say you want to charge them for it." He did pay me the money. I mean, he's an okay guy, I guess, in that way. But then he scolded me, and then he lost his Patreon, and I was thinking to myself, maybe I should give him the $50 back, and I was like, but he scolded me. Even though I profusely said I was sorry. I was like, "Dude, I'm really sorry that I'm saying this, that I want money for it, but I've spent a lot of time on it. I've literally spent like probably 20 hours on this thing. $50 for 20 hours? That's not bad. Seriously. For a cool little thing that you can like play over and over, and it's like a song about you and all this shit." Anyway. Here it is.
He never draws first blood, the mud shark, mud shark. He'll never run from a flood, the mud shark, mud shark. Yeah, never draws first blood, yeah. Mud shark, complain they want to swim with the mud shark. They cry when they get covered in dirt. Chad's out there burying creeps and clowns. Bites from the mud shark sure hurt. Back from the depths of the dabble, led the charge against Cumia's cups. Nothing left but little bits and pieces. Mud shark ripped it all into chunks. He never draws first blood, the mud shark. He'll never run from a flood, the mud shark. Unless you wanna get mocked by Marty T and Zuma, leave this beach packed up and go back home. Say yeah, it's Mark. I wanna know what's in Hawk. Say yeah, it's in Mark. Say yeah, mud shark. But that's Jeanette one to Mark. Leave this beach, pack up and go back home.
I mean, it's fun. Fun! Very fun. Yeah, I know. And then nothing positive. Yeah, LOL, Nothing positive to say about Chad. I was trying to make some money off him. And I did. See? I grifted the grifter. Boo! Yeah! I'm never giving him any money back, though. Fuck that guy. Okay, and then there's, I also... So, for a little while, I liked, For a little while... I mean, I you know what? There's still times I kind of like Mel. Sorry. He's he can be funny. But also watching it's weird because it's sometimes I watch certain people to learn. You know what I mean? Like when I was younger and I was really into acting, I really wanted to figure out acting. I observed a lot of people and just in their natural habitat, I would just watch people. Not stare at them, but I would just sort of see how they react, see how they talk, see how they interact with other people. I really absorbed it all. I just absorbed it so much. When I was younger, it was very little. But that was my a pastime for a long time. It's just like a robot trying to figure out how other people work. You know what I mean? Because my life was kind of weird. Military kid, a father that acts like a robot, and a mom that acts like a angel. So it's very weird dichotomy that happened. And so I would watch other people because I'm my parents are weird. So I'm gonna watch other people and see what they're like. So I can get a feeling of what real people my parents aren't real. What real people do and how they react, how they interact. Then I'm gonna know how to act. And actually, really, the time when I got arrested and I literally did the best acting I ever had in my life because I had a weed pipe in my shoe and weed in my sock. And I remember we went on a bachelor party to strip joint and then first to the casino, long drive to the casino, then to a strip joint. I did shrooms. Hey, wow, weird tie-in. Shrooms at the time. And then we got arrested on the way home and I was still tripping out and we were just smoking weed and the guy found my buddy's weed who was driving. I wasn't driving. He arrested me too. And I was like, why are you arresting me too? He's like, you knew there was weed there. Oh my God. So then my buddy gets taken to the this was a small town. He got taken to the station, which was a trailer, literally a trailer. And I had to wait for the car to get it towed. So I was in another police cruiser. I was handcuffed back to the cruiser. And I get to the little trailer and sitting there. I'm telling the cop about how we were at a bachelor party thing, went to the trip, that, so on and so forth. And I remember he says to me, my buddy was in the holding cell. And at one point, because I had moved the weed and pipe to my shoe when he put me in the cruiser to search the car. I put the stuff in my underwear, put me in the cruiser, unhandcuffed, because he didn't know anything was bad, and then searched the car with my buddy. Oh no, with my buddy put it in the cruiser too, and then he took the car. I think that's how it happened. So I said to my buddy when he gets to the cruiser, what do you do with weed? He's like, oh, I just left it in the car door. Like, oh dude, I put mine in my underwear, and then, when he put me in the cruiser, I put it in my shoe, and he's like, oh shit, I should have done something. When he was putting you in the cruiser. Oh, shit. So we're like looking out the window, and he literally, the first thing he sees is weed. This is when it was, drops it on the top of the car. He's like looking at it. Right. So anyway, fast forward again. My buddy's in the holding cell. I'm handcuffed to a railing in the processing area of the trailer police station. And at one point, I do look down and I see my buddy's shoes. And I realize that if they put me in this holding cell, they're going to have me take off my shoes. If I take off my shoes, this cop was like really hot. Like oh, it's cutting out again. Oh, what the fuck? You know what? I'm just going to have to redo some shit. You know what? Fuck this. I'm out of here. I'm going to have to. Why is the audio cutting out? It's probably because my internet sucks. My internet sucks. You know what? I'm just going to play this, and then I'm going to end the show. I'm going to do this story later, and I'm not going to do it right now. I'm pissed. This is an NLO song that I made one day.
Nobody likes onions, but they love to cry. And you open hope that Patrick takes a dive. A big boy can float from coast to coast. Why smokes a roast? It's the onion host. Nobody likes onions when the onions bite back. Nobody likes onions. Well, here's a whole sack. Beware of the layers, the bound to scare. The doors and punks and the unaware. With the dirty underwear and the tacky flair. Wait until Patrick tunes in on that chair. When NLO deals a blow, suckers don't know when to turn or go. When NLO gives you glow, it's not access everything you know. Nobody likes onions, except for that blooming one. Nobody likes onions, and apparently nobody likes fun. Nobody likes onions when the onions bite back. Nobody likes onions, well here's a whole stack. Beware of the layers, the bound to scare. The gories and punks and the unaware. With the dirty underwear and the tacky flair. Wait until Patrick tunes in on that chair. Pow!